Assalamu alaikum students, welcome back to Therapy Kingdom. Today we are exploring congestive heart failure. So without any further delay, let's start the video. Congestive heart failure used to describe a point at which the heart can't supply enough blood to meet the body's demand. This can happen in two ways. Either the heart's ventricle cannot pump blood hard enough during systole, called systolic heart failure, or not enough blood fills the ventricle during diastole, called the diastolic heart failure. In both cases, blood backs up into the lungs, causing congestion or fluid buildup, which is why it is also known as congestive heart failure or CHF. Congestive heart failure affects millions of people around the world, and it since means that the body needs are not being met, it can ultimately lead to death. Part of the reason why so people are affected by the heart failure is that there are a variety of heart diseases like ischemia and valvular diseases that can impair the heart ability to pump out blood and over time can ultimately cause the heart to fail. Alright, first up is systolic heart failure. Kind of mathematical way to think this one is that the heart needs to squeeze out a certain volume of blood each minute, called cardiac output, which can be rephrased as the heart rate or the number of beats a minute multiplied by the stroke volume, the volume of blood squeezed out with each heartbeat. The heartbeat is pretty intuitive, but the stroke volume's a little tricky. For example, in an adult, the heart might beat 70 times per minute, and the left ventricle might squeeze out 70 milliliter per beat. 70 times 70 equals a cardiac output of 4,900 milliliter per minute, which is almost 5 liters per minute. So notice that not all the blood was pumped out, right? The stroke volume is a fraction of the total volume. The total volume may be closer to 110 milliliter, and the 70 milliliter is a fraction that got ejected out with each beat. The other 40 milliliter kind of lingers in the left ventricle until the next beat, right? In this example, the ejection fraction would be 70 milliliter divided by 110 milliliter or about 64%. And the normal ejection fraction is about 50 to 70%, between 40 to 50% would be considered borderline. And anything about 40% or less would indicate systolic heart failure because heart is the only squeezing out a little blood each beat. What is the early symptoms of the heart failure? Congestion. One of the signs of the heart failure is a build-up of fluid in the lungs that causes cough and can make it hard to breathe. Second, edema or ankle swelling. A heart can't pump properly, has difficulty moving blood flow from legs back up through the body, causing the ankles and legs to swell with fluid. How is congestive heart failure diagnosed? 1. Resting or exercise electrocardiogram known as ECG or stress test. 2nd. Echocardiogram, computed tomography, CT scan. 3rd. Magnetic resonance imaging, MRI scan. 4. Positron emission tomography, PET scan. 5. Biopsy or catheterization of the heart and arteries. Can ECG detect heart failure? Tests you may have to diagnose heart failures include blood tests to check either there's anything in your blood that might indicate heart failure or other illness. An electrocardiogram, this records the electrical activity of your heart to check for problem. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for being the part of the Therapy Kingdom. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to comment, share and subscribe for more content.